Welcome back to our off-grid homestead where we're building our homestead from scratch here in North Idaho. It is time, guys, to install the countertops here on our beautiful cabinets. These are custom cabinets from Martin Woods up in Bonners Ferry. They are a circle sawn style. The doors close smoothly, the drawers close smoothly. They're beautiful cabinets, and we're gonna be putting cheap laminate countertops on them. Right here is the kitchen sink base cabinet, and we actually gave our sink to the cabinet makers and they custom built this piece right here so that our sink would fit perfectly in this spot, which is kind of cool, and we'll see how they did as we go through the whole process here. You're probably asking, why are you using cheap laminate countertops? Two reasons. One is because they are cheap, but what I mean by cheap is inexpensive. They actually look really good. They look like marble or like quartz. We wanted to get those really nice quartz white countertops with that fake marbly stuff in them, but you're talking thousands and thousands of dollars for a countertop. These ones are way less expensive. Plus, there's no wait. Pick them up off of the shelf, bring them in and install them. The quartz countertops we were looking at were 4 to 6 weeks out. So let's see what we're gonna install. And by the way, there is a secret bunker located underneath this island and this island countertop. It slides, it opens, it's really fancy. There is a video on our channel where you can see the secret bunker and how we built it.
I'm always looking for that light in the shadow. Always been wandering through darkness. I'm always listening for a sound to follow, waiting for something to begin.
Some cabinets are made for this overhang here to come over and this to set directly on top of them, but our cabinets are not. So the drawer can't actually open. The door here can't open because it's hitting the underside of the cabinet. So we need to put some spacers in there and actually raise the countertop up so that we can get the doors and stuff open. We got our piece of particle board here. We're gonna be ripping down strips for our spacers using our trusty table saw. All of our spacing strips right here to raise our countertop up enough so that the drawers can open and everything. Just double checking that we didn't come through, and we did not. Good. We just countersunk them just a little bit. So we're gonna do the whole thing, get all of these guys mounted on here so our countertop will fit up here and we'll be able to open the drawers when we put the countertop on. We got all of our blocking set up here to raise the countertops up. Let's set them up there and see how they look there, Joe. Our initial fit here, you're wondering, why is there a seam right here? This is actually gonna be under the sink, so the only actual seam is just gonna be this little bit right here. We've got to work on getting this corner to be right. And then we'll have to cut this edge off a little bit right here because the range slides right in here. Then we'll have that little piece that goes on top of there. What do you think, Joss?
Yeah, I think that this corner is going to be the tricky part.
Yes.
Getting it
The
perfect.
ultra tricky. All right, we've got the proof of concept here. We're raised up like that. All of the drawers clear. Our seam is looking fairly decent. It is just being held together with 2 of those miter bolts just to make sure how it's gonna look. We'll go ahead and mark the edge right here like this, where we need to cut it off. minus the thickness or half the thickness of the pencil. We've got this side here butted up. This is where the sink's gonna go. So we come over here and we mark this side as well. All right, we're set. We're ready to try to cut these guys. Oh, that's gonna be the trickiest part. So this right here is the line that I drew when I had it underneath the countertop and ran my pencil. And so then we're gonna come out and we're gonna let it overhang right here about 1/2 of an inch. So we've got our mark right here. We'll take our carpenter square. We're gonna draw our new cut line. We're putting down a fence right now. We've made all of our measurements. We've got our fence nice and square. And so we're gonna screw it down, but when you do, man, you make sure you don't use a screw that's gonna go through this and through the other side of your countertop. To do that, we've got an extra little block here. We're just holding up the screw to make sure. I hope we got it right. Here we go. See that? My little safety Sally trick here popped right out. I want it just to be a nice smooth cut without worrying about it. Without worrying about the guard getting caught on anything. If you remember when we were building the island top, this saw right here, we were having the hardest time cutting straight, even though we had a fence, even though we thought we did everything perfect. Look at it again. Look at that. I don't know why, but we're gonna go get the official skill saw, worm drive, big monster saw and cut this thing with it. Thankfully, we had a pretty significant overhang so we can move the fences back a little bit and get it cut right. Came out pretty good, finally. This is the most nerve-wracking part so far, trying to get that cut straight. And I've got to say, this saw works way better. All right, let's see if we didn't cut it off too short. Terrible. But thankfully, this stuff's really cheap compared to the expensive stuff. That'll work. Yeah. All right, let's see the edge here. Oh yeah, that edge is like super clean. That came out good. Better than the factory edge. Come look. So right here, super sharp. Over here, not so super sharp. Putting the end piece on here. Oh wow, it's hot. The end cap, whatever you call it, the decorative end piece.
I think I'm gonna move my finger now.
Can't move your finger. It's definitely hot. It says put it on medium heat. So we'll put it on medium heat. All right, we got our end piece here glued on, and there's a bit of a lip on here. So we're gonna use a router with a flush cut bit on there. And well, we're gonna see how my routing skills are. What do you think, Joel?
I think you're gonna do great.
I'm gonna try back here first because it doesn't matter as much back here. It's time to try to put this guy together. I'm gonna slide it out some so we can get underneath it to put these bolts in right here that are gonna kind of squish it together. They supplied us with some wood glue. I'm gonna go ahead and use this rather than our own, just in case there's something super special about it.
Every step, writing stories that seek to be read, taking hold of the moment as we discover every color filled with wonder. Now we finally see.
And they said take a scrap piece of wood and a hammer, tap it in, try to level it out. Pretty good. All right, so we'll go ahead and tighten her up. Hey, chicken mama. What are you doing here?
This is my little best friend now.
Every time you sit in that chair and open up the thing, he hops up on your lap, huh?
Yeah, you said he because we think this is our rooster.
Yes.
So today we want help naming him. We think, if this is our rooster, that he is a rose-combed brown leghorn.
His comb is definitely different than all the rest of the chickens.
And he's super, super friendly. He's the bravest one. He's the first one always to jump out of the box. And I like to sit here just so they get used to me. And he will jump on my lap and just like hang out with me. So yeah, what should we name him? I don't know.
Oh, what did we choose? The suggestions for the other ones.
You guys had a lot of good suggestions for the other two. We went ahead and named them Maybelline and Mary Kay because they look like they're wearing eyeliner. Those were really good suggestions.
All right, so yesterday we made a lot of progress getting this whole L-shaped piece in. We've got the final part we're putting in right over here. Just got to route out the end and we've ironed on.
Saw my plans come undone, 'cause I knew you were the one. So we from Paris on one knee.
Just cleaning up the edge a little bit with a file, just to make it extra smooth.
And the day I met you, I think I met myself.
Drawing out our lines where we want to cut out the sink. Notice we put the seam here right underneath the sink because we're going to cut that part out anyway. You're not even going to see it. The only part of the seam that'll be here is this little part right here. We have a laminate saw blade here. You can see the difference here, how these teeth are pointing upward and these ones right here are pointing kind of straight out. We triple checked our measurements. We're ready to drill a hole and hope that it all turns out good. There we go. That blade's a little too short, man. Initial fit. This thing's way heavy. Not too big so far. It's too small. Yeah, we were close. Better too small than too big. Second fitting. Okay. Come on, baby.
Sliding.
Sliding in, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. It's way nice.
That's cool, huh?
Yeah.
We want to slide the sink back all the way so that the skirt of the sink actually comes up against the cabinets. So we need to notch this little bit out right here. Third fitting. Pretty good. Not quite there. I think we got to trim a little off the back. Yeah, so we're hitting the back. Got to trim a little bit off of the back and then it'll slide in all the way. Marking out where the faucet holes go so that when we get the faucet, the hole is already ready to go. Check this out. Just came from the mailbox. Oh, it's so hard to open. Not sponsored, by the way. Maybe it's sponsored by me. New Keep Smiling shirts. Check it out, man. I finally got a blue one. I thought, I'm going to try to wear something other than black. So I purchased myself a blue one, but I did get a black one too. This one should be black. Super cool. There is a link probably down in the description or maybe like in the little shelf below the video. If you want to get a Keep Smiling shirt, they should be there. So what do you think about the blue, man?
I like it. It's way different. It's bright. It's happy. It looks way cool.
I know. I don't ever normally wear a colored shirt like this.
No.
So I feel a little strange.
It's happy though.
Yeah, cool. And I did get a black one though.
Oh, good. I like black.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Me too. But this one fits good.
It looks nice.
This is extra large, by the way.
Okay.
I'm 6'2".
Yeah, it looks
220 pounds. Just so you know, if you're gonna order one, if you're about that size, then extra large will probably do. So why the awkward break in the video there? Well, because we had to go to Home Depot. We got the sink in, it's all the way flush here. It fits good all the way around, but we didn't get the, we hadn't gotten the faucet yet. So we're going with this faucet right here. It's a Moen, the Alder, and it's the same one we have up in the apartment. We've had it up there for like a year now. We really like it a lot. So we're going with that one. And then we also got all of the parts, right, for putting it in there. Jules is gonna be making a cast iron rack for hanging cast iron pots. She's gonna do that while I work on the sink. And hopefully we'll get the sink all plumbed in. We'll get the cast iron rack done in this video. Maybe, we'll see. That took way too long to get the drain on here, man. Huh, what a pain. But I got it. We got a faucet. We got our drain. We've got the drain here now connected up. It was plugged up just for the pressure test. We're gonna cut these two guys off. And we've got these fittings right here we're gonna put on there. Shark bite to 3/8 inch compression fitting. Hopefully it'll all work. We won't spray water everywhere. I turned it off. That's good. All right. Woohoo, we did it, man. Final fitting. Just make sure that the drain is gonna actually be able to connect and the water lines are all long enough before we put the silicone on and set it in there permanently. Oh, and you might be wondering why I made the water lines come up through the floor instead of coming out of the wall, because out of the wall takes up less cabinet space and it looks cooler. I did this because so that the lines wouldn't freeze being inside an exterior wall. So they come up through the crawl space where it's always warm and they won't freeze in the exterior wall.
Why don't we chase down the weekend? Hang like fools from the ceiling. Even if it don't really make sense, I could get used to this feeling, say, I wanna be your companion.
All right, guys, check it out. We finally got this project finished. The countertops, I think, came out really nice, and it looks really good with the sink installed. Marty has the water even already hooked up. This is the seam right here between the two pieces, and honestly, I think it looks fine. What do you think, Marty?
Yeah, I can't even see it from here.
See it? Yeah. Marty caulked around the edges, and that came out really nice. The miter edge was probably the trickiest, don't you think, Marty?
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that also came out looking pretty sweet. And another project that we didn't film doing it, but we finished it, is a rack for our cast iron pans, pots and pans. This project was actually inspired by Mike and Liz over at the Lordens. You guys formerly know them as Laid Back Living, but they started a new channel called the Lordens. So this was inspired by something I saw in their kitchen, and I think it turned out really good. We just used some different pipe and fittings, sanded it down, and then we spray painted it black. Marty wants me to tell you that if you want to go all the way back to the beginning and watch us start out intense, there's a video right there for you, or we picked out this video. Hope you guys have a great day and keep smiling.